Hello everyone and welcome to the Cardiff Beach Volleyball Open. We have a 4-star UKBT event coming to you live from Victoria Park here in Cardiff, Wales. This is the highest level of volleyball we're going to get in Wales this season, the 2023 season, just getting underway. And we have a women's semi-final on center court just now. It's second seeds Anna Tsoumi and Elena Forapani. They are taking on fifth seeds Angelica Santos and Flora Marques. You're joining myself, Kennedy Mason, for this game that's now just 2 points underway. And we are tied 1-1 early on. Both these teams had an incredible run to get here to where they are. This Brazilian team taking the UKBT by storm, coming in fresh this year and coming right into fifth seeds. But again, having an incredible tournament, getting them here to the semifinals. A very efficient team. And you see this team closer to your screen, Anna and Elena. They are very much a defensive team. They can pick up everything, every bit of court. It's going to do them well against this Brazilian team who enjoy a good swing. That serve trickling over the tape and right between Anna and Elena. I like to send out a little SNS, little sorry not sorry for those type of serves. You love to win that point. You hate when that falls against you. She'll go for another one, and this one's just on to Anna. Nice cross-court shot, but it's defended well. Anna again on the attack. Going right into the seam this time. And the two ball over. Does it clip the baseline? It does. That's an incredible shot. That'll bring Flora and Angelica up to 4-1 early on in set one. And if you're just joining us, this is the first women's semifinal that we have here today. This UKBT event brought to you by Fireball here in Victoria Park in Cardiff. And on the attack once more, over the tape, but picked up. That's a great block from Elena. Elena often the blocker of the two, but both Anna and Elena very great at defending, great at picking things up. This Brazilian team great at converting. Flora and Angelica based in London, traveled all the way down to Wales to play this tournament. Oh, and that set's a little bit tight. Elena sticks a hand up there, but I don't think it would have come over anyways. So at the first switch of sides, it is as tight as can be on the side switch. It's 4-3 currently Angelica and Flora, just with a slight advantage. That's a big swing, and that is what Angelica and Flora have been doing all tournament to get themselves here. They can make those shots, but they can access the power. Serve keeping it on Anna, and this two ball comes over and falls right between them. That's an awkward one for Flora and Angelica, just kind of that in-between distance. Not sure Elena meant to score a point with that one, but she won't be mad about it. High ball picked up by Anna. She'll go on the attack and find that high line, but great defending is going to pop that one up. Oh, the set is too wide. Looks like she might have lost it in the sun. Lucky enough for us players, not a lick of wind in Wales these past 2 days. It's been absolutely beautiful conditions. Anna serving right into the seam. Another big swing, but this gets a touch on the block. Oh, and the two balls into the tape. Anna and Elena pull ahead at 6-5. A few unforced errors from Flora and Angelica. It's a free ball sent over. This one on Elena. She'll be on the attack now. Nice roll shot and can't be picked up. That depth is perfect. It is such a hard one to defend just behind the block. And you can see Angelica and Flora talking it out to see who's going to get that ball. It's a really awkward distance to either turn around and try and turn and burn, or the defender to run forward for it. So smart play from Elena, getting in on the attack. This set's on the tape, and it's through. Angelica and Flora putting at least one more point on the board before the side switch. Flora with the serve, serving on Elena now. That's a nice roll shot. Angelica's on it, and now on the attack. Does it clip line? It does, just the outside of that touch line. So we go into the side switch, 7-all, as close as can be, and you couldn't ask for anything better from a semifinal. A serve on Elena. Angelica and Flora switching things up with their service target. Good pickup from Anna. She gets up and sends a free ball over, but here's an opportunity for Angelica and Flora. And they'll go for that power shot down the line. So it's an interesting decision that Angelica and Flora have made. They started this game serving on Anna, who tends to be the defender of the two. They've now switched it to Elena, and they're keeping it on her. But Elena putting that one away, so wouldn't be surprised if they try something different again. It is hard with this pair of Anna and Elena. Both of them really, really great at playing those shots, and they're both really tough players to read. So Flora and Angelica just kind of feeling out the pair, seeing which one they want to keep the serve on. And that line over shot goes out. And for the best two, Elena kind of stuck in no man's land on that one, but gets away with it. Two-ball attack, and that's going to land just inside the baseline. Nice fast offense from Angelica and Flora. Switching the serve back to on Anna. Oh, and that's a great swing onto the breaking blocker. Anna making a really good decision. It's often really tough when you're breaking to get your feet underneath you and be ready to defend. Anna sees that early, and she'll just hammer it down the line. Nice block from Elena. She'll play it through, but there's a net touch. Flora and Angelica saying no, definitely not from them. But ref's call is the be-all and end-all. So whether Angelica and Flora believe it or not, the point goes to Anna and Elena. They're up 11-9 and one more point for the side switch. That's a nice cross-court shot. Flora getting right back into things to make that one work for them, and that's an important point to get before the side switch. Serve from Flora onto Anna. She has no one there for the block and just goes for it and is just deep. Flora reaching up for it and pulling her hands away at the last second. Beach volleyball is a big sport for having court awareness. Each half the court, 8 meters by 8 meters, and only 2 of you to cover all that space. You really need to know where you are and where that ball is going to fall. Great coverage from Elena. Angelica with a big swing, and she cracks it away. That's a really great conversion for Flora and Angelica. Able to pick up that free ball, and it really just looks like they get into a nice pattern. They have a really nice up and down game, but they do still play that fast offense. Very tough to defend against. Tough to get your feet under and your hands behind that ball. That's a nasty serve to the line. Anna picks it up well. The roll shot's picked up. Angelica on the attack. And she'll find space. And that is just looking efficient. Anna just going to fix that line. Not going to give Flora any extra space to her left side. This one, though, onto Elena. That's a big swing from Elena. She works her way around the block as well. Anna and Elena just trailing by 1 point. It's 12 serving 13 in this first set. And Flora and Angelica having a word with each other about how they're going to better defend that ball. Right into the seam, causing some confusion. The 2 ball comes over. Oh, and it's just out deep and wide in that back corner. That's a really good serve to put pressure on Flora and Angelica. And Anna and Elena are going to have to keep that up. They're a very strong offensive team, Flora and Angelica. So they're going to have to put pressure on the serve to try and disrupt their offense a little bit. That is a big swing. I love that as well. The set, not ideal, not right on the tape, but she's going to go for the swing anyways. They play a very aggressive style play, and that is so hard to defend against, but it wins them those clutch points. They pull ahead 14-13, 1 point for the side switch. Elena on the attack. She goes for the jumbo into the corner, and it's just deep. So going into the side switch, it's Flora and Angelica up 15-13 over Anna and Elena, but still very much an even game, an even semifinal. The 2 ball is picked up well. Oh, and what a swing as well. Flora and Angelica going for a 2 ball of their own. Able to get that first one out. Anna and Elena going to take their first timeout of the match as Angelica and Flora are up 16-13. Beach volleyball, I find a very interesting sport. You're allowed to have coaches, obviously, at training sessions, and they're allowed to be present at the tournament, but they are not allowed to coach you at all during the game. Whether that be any key words from the sideline or even during a timeout, you cannot have a word with your coach. So both these teams going to go back to their water bottles, talk about what they can do better. Flora and Angelica have a 3-point lead now. They're going to try and just maintain that to the end. They just need 5 points to take the first set. Anna and Elena, after staying with these two the whole game so far, just falling back in that last third. So both teams get about a 30-second break before they're allowed back on court. Anna and Elena looking to just disrupt the rhythm of Flora and Angelica. Maybe get a point off the back of this timeout and see if they can convert that into a lead again. Keeping the serve on Anna. Elena goes for the 2 ball. It's well read. Angelica on the attack, but it's an overset. And Elena's going to put it away. Oh, we get a call of a net touch on Elena. That's an unfortunate loss of that point for Anna and Elena. It's a good setup for Anna. The 2 ball is picked up well by her again. She'll be on the attack. Flora sees her space down the line, and that's an excellent play. That's that depth that we talk about again, kind of right behind the blocker and too far forward for the defender. So Anna and Elena are just going to switch the sides that they're receiving from. Just a tactic that some teams use to give the server something different to look at, but they still keep that serve on Anna. It's a great swing cross court. Hustle is there. And Angelica hammers it down the seam, and it's away. So a big string of points for Flora and Angelica, and kind of the start of the closing third of set 1. They're up 19-13 now after being up 15-13 at the side switch. Not a bad time to go on a run of points. And Anna with another good swing down the line. Still all business for her. It's a nice swing. Anna gets some hands behind it. And Elena shaking her head, probably thinking she could have got that if she had turned the jets on a little earlier. So first set point of set 1. Angelica and Flora are up 20-14 over Anna and Elena. And we'll get the crowd going for that set point clap. Nice pass from Anna. Elena goes for the 2 ball, and that's excellently executed. So that does bring us into the 35 and change. Anna and Elena hold on at least 1 point longer. Nice cross-court shot. Anna sitting in the cross. That is a nice point through the block, though, to end that first set. And Angelica and Flora take set 1 21-15 over Anna and Elena. So both teams coming back onto court for set 2 of this women's semifinal. It's Anna Tsoumi and Elena Forapani taking on Angelica Santos and Flora Marques. Angelica and Flora 5th seeds coming into this tournament. Anna and Elena 2nd seeds. And clashing together in the semifinal after both of them had a well-fought journey to be here. You're joining us at the Fireball UKBT 4-star Cardiff Beach Volleyball Open here in Victoria Park. Been a lovely weekend so far. To the right of your screen, you can also see a mixed tournament that's happening today as well, using all the nets. Getting everyone in Cardiff playing some volleyball. But here we go, second set of the semifinal underway. It's Flora and Angelica in the red and white stripes, and Anna and Elena in the green and blue. Flora and Angelica take that first point with ease. They won that first set 21-15. Anna and Elena stuck with them right until about 13, and then Flora and Angelica went on a run that just could not be stopped. Anna with a nice pokey, but it's picked up well. The 2-ball comes over. And Elena with her own pokey. That's a great 2-ball. Oh, that is a nasty serve cross court. That one just dropped like a stone. Elena putting lots of float behind that one. Well passed this time, but just over the net. Elena on the attack. And Elena! Oh, the call is that she's over. So you cannot make contact with the ball once it has fully crossed that plane of the net onto the other team's side. So if Elena just got a little bit of a finger touch on it, it's going to be a point for Flora and Angelica, and that's exactly what happened. Tough loss of that point. Anna on the attack. She'll roll that over the tape. And Elena getting a touch on the block and a touch on the net as well. Anna and Elena getting some rough calls against them at the net. Going to bring the score to 3-2 for Angelica and Flora. Flora with the serve, and that's well left from Anna. Good timing, too, as a ball from the mixed tournament is going to roll onto the court. Anna keeping things really nice and wide on that serve. Gives them the opportunity to go on the attack from it. That 2-ball comes over. Oh, and that's away. So some scramble play from both teams. Anna and Elena come away with the point, and into the side switch. They are up 4-3. That's a great set, and with no block, that one is hammered down into Anna. Almost got behind it, too, to her credit, but that is struck with so much force. It is so hard to dig that. That's going to be right on to Anna. And that's down and away. Trying to put the hands out from Flora, but she just doesn't get her hands out quick enough. Just kind of glances off her fingertips as that one's sent through. So Anna and Elena come up 5-4 in set 2 after dropping that first set 21-15. They'll be looking to push this to a 3-setter. And that one's just deep, so that point going to help them out a little bit early on, but still lots of game to play. Elena serving cross court this time, and she'll get an ace. That one does not come back. Elena's serve can hit a nasty angle, and it just drops. No spin on that ball, and with no wind today either, it's a very tough one to pass. Another one cross court. This one's dealt with better. And the high line. There's that perfect depth again from Angelica and Flora. I'll keep that serve on Anna. It's a nice set. Short on the breaking blocker. Flora now on the attack, and she'll find the hands of Elena. Angelica going for it. Oh, and she hits the tape, and it's through. Some big rallies here on center court. Both these teams leaving it all out on the sand for this semifinal. It's Angelica now with the serve, just trailing 6-7. Oh, that's a nice short serve. Anna quickly up on her feet. And the pokey, just wide. Wide by millimeters. But that's what we love to say. Volleyball is a sport of very, very small margins. So into the side switch, it's Anna and Elena up 8-6 over Flora and Angelica. That's a nice arm behind that. Elena going for it. Oh, she's overrun it. You hate when that happens. That was a nice pickup from Anna. Elena supporting her partner, putting the hustle in to pick that ball up, but just hit her up high on the biceps. Shouldn't get enough underneath it. Not usually a problem being too fast on the sand, but that time not being kind to Elena. Anna pokes it right into the middle. Now she puts the jets on to pick this one up, and what a set that is. Oh, and almost exactly like the one that Angelica and Flora had before. It is millimeters wide. Nice pass from Anna. Oh, the overset. And Flora, of course, is there for it. She will put that down cross court. Doesn't go for the razzle-dazzle. Goes for the smart play where there's lots of open sand. And that's the name of the game for this Brazilian team. A lot of the time, they just have really good court vision. Good leave. That one just deep. Going to draw us to 9-all. Elena with the serve right into that seam, drawing Angelica far to the right side of her body, and she'll put a big swing on it, and that is inside the baseline. That's fantastic from Angelica. No block in front of her. She has every right to hammer it away. Angelica serving on Elena this time, switching things up a little bit. And Elena finds a great angle. Froze Angelica in the backcourt. I think she thought she was going for that high line, but she's able to get her thumb down and turn to that corner. So tied 10-all, 1 point for the side switch. Nice C-run behind the block. Oh, puts a swing on it, but just got underneath it. So into the side switch. It is 11-10 for Anna and Elena. That's a great swing. Anna gets behind it. Some more good defense. The set is tight, but there it is right in the middle. Just dropped in. Flora put some topspin on that ball. It's a great dig from Anna. Tough one to dig on an open net when these two are swinging hard. Nice swing from Anna. A great setup to come back, and Elena gets fingertips on it, but it's just not enough. So Flora and Angelica pull ahead at 12-11. This is about the same time in set one that they really pulled ahead. Went on a run of 5 or 6 points in a row. So this is going to start to be danger zone for Anna and Elena. They're going to want to be keeping 1-for-1 at the very least with this team. Oh, that's a great second ball. But does not quite break that angle of the net. Can say myself, Elena did that to me and my partner earlier today, and that is a tough one to pick up. She can really find that sharp angle on the cross, just this time not quite enough on it. It's a nice set from her, though. The 2-ball attack from Angelica. Fantastic into that cross court. She did a really good job to get her feet there, get the up and down behind the ball, and then turn her body into that far corner. Elena and Anna having a chat again as they can see a little bit of deja vu, now trailing 3 points at 14-11. Oh, Anna goes for that sharp cross, but again, just a little bit of tape on it, and it's just not enough. So a timeout call from Anna and Elena. They're down 15-11 against Angelica and Flora in set 2 of this women's semifinal. Anna and Elena just going to take the time to try and disrupt the groove of Flora and Angelica. They've really gotten into a rhythm at the exact same point this set as they did the set previous. And those two in a rhythm is not a team that you want to play against. So they're just hoping to use this 30 seconds to have a bit of a chat between the two of them, see if they can change up defensively or offensively, and just put a little bit of a wrench in the game of Flora and Angelica. See if they can get a point right out of the timeout. See if they can turn around the game for themselves. Both teams back on court. Anna and Elena having 30 seconds to talk to each other about what they're going to do to win this points out of the timeout. Opportunity for a good water break as well. Just a little bit of a rest. It's been a hot weekend here in Cardiff. That's a great serve right out of the timeout. Anna on the attack, and she'll roll it just inside the baseline. That'll be exactly what Anna and Elena wanted out of that timeout. It's Anna with the serve. She'll go again for that cross court onto Flora. Nice hands from Angelica, and Flora sees Anna moving early. And is just going to fire that into the right corner on our screen. So at the end change, Flora and Angelica up 16-12 over Anna and Elena. Flora and Angelica won that first set 21-15. And they are just 5 points away from guaranteeing themselves a spot in the final here in Cardiff. Nice shot from Anna. That is absolutely incredible. big block of Flora in front of her as well, and she's able to find that sharp cross. Good serve from Elena, causing a bit of trouble, but fast feet keep that set in, but the swing just a little bit wide. Good news for Elena and Anna as they only trail by 2 points now. This game very much not over. They're looking to win the second set and push it to a third tiebreaker. In the event of that third set would be best of 15. The 2-ball perfectly placed by Elena. So we'll have a timeout now from Flora and Angelica as Anna and Elena, out of their timeout, have gone on an absolute rampage. They're just trailing by 1 point. It is 15 serving 16. Flora and Angelica need some time to chat things through. It's been a lot of quick play from Anna and Elena, and after their timeout break, it looks like they just have some fresh legs. Angelica and Flora just not quite ready for the team that came back on court. So Anna and Elena back on court very quickly, wanting to get things on. Well, they have some momentum behind themselves. Angelica and Flora have taken their time out. Let's see if it'll help them win the point right out of it. The pass is good. The roll shot into the seam, and that's in. That was a really, really close one, but Angelica and Flora incredible at hitting that outside foot of court. Might be obvious, but it's very much the hardest spot to defend. And when you're spreading the ball around like these pair do, quite difficult to try and cover everything all at once. Big swing from Anna. It's picked up well. The hustle's on. But a second ball just popped away. So Anna and Elena stay in it. It is 16 serving 17. And a little bit of the joys of beach volleyball for Angelica and Flora. They just need to take a break as there's some good bit of sand in the face of, I believe, Flora. When you're making that dive, you oftentimes don't think about closing your mouth or closing your eyes, and the second it's over, it's probably the worst thing that you've ever experienced. So she gets some water, able to rinse out her mouth, get ready for the next point. Anna keeps the serve on Flora, and an ace! 17 all in set 2. Flora gets a little bit too behind it, and it just goes away from Angelica into the netting. What you're wanting to do ideally is pass it a few meters ahead of, or a few feet rather, ahead of your pair and into that center of court so your partner can get a good setup. And again, it doesn't come back. Anna with some strong serves, and we'll go into the side switch. Anna and Elena up 18-17 over Angelica and Flora. So this is a good time to start picking up a lead. Anna having some success with her serve on Flora. Goes for that deep corner again. Flora controls it well. That's a great set right on the tape. And with no one there to put some hands up, Flora is going to put that one down. 18 all in set 2. Elena taking that ball. It's a great pass. Anna sets her up nice and tight. It's a good pickup from Angelica, who's on the attack now. Goes into the breaking hands of Elena. And that one's away. So Flora and Angelica picking up the lead now at 19-18. And these are now clutch points for these teams. Flora and Angelica with a set under their belt. But this is be-all and end-all for Anna and Elena. The joust falling on the side of Anna and Elena. And there's the first match point for Flora and Angelica. Of course, if you're new to volleyball, this is a sport where you have to win by 2 points. So here we go, the slow clap for match point. It's Angelica with the serve. She puts it on Anna with a great pass. It'll be Flora on the attack. Anna picks it up. And it's a free ball over. Angelica takes it. The swing, and it's away. That is a beautiful swing down the line. And Flora and Angelica take set 2, 21-18, and take the match 2-0. So Flora and Angelica have taken this match 2-0. They'll be playing in the final later today here in Victoria Park in Cardiff. But stay tuned. Next up on this court, as we adjust the net to the proper height, we'll have the men's third place final. Should be a very exciting game coming up. So make sure you stay tuned. And of course, the women's and men's finals coming up later on today as well. Thank you for watching this game and joining myself, Kennedy Mason. And we'll be sure to see you here at the Victoria Park for some more Cardiff Beach volleyball at the UK